this conversation went from something I thought while I was eating fajitas to now we're talking for the next couple hours because she got deep and she was talking about like tendencies that earth signs like Tauruses have, and she was like she was like she was like my son's a Taurus, so like I'm teaching him things about like how to deal with some of his ways because I can tell like there's some similarities between what you're telling me and what I'm
Well, can
teaching
you
him.
do you want to share with the class? Because I too am a Taurus.
So one of the first questions she asked, she was like, "Are you a bully?" And I was like, "No, I'm not a bully." And then she was like, then I was like, the only people who could ever maybe say I've ever bullied them are people that I don't like. And then I was like, but it's also I didn't start the reason why they don't like me. Like I'm usually a finisher slash retaliator. And she says, yes. She was like, very much like a Taurus. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And she was like, basically, Taurus are some of the most grudge holding, spiteful people
Yeah.
ever.
Yes.
And I was like, she was like, do you hold grudges? And I said, do I? I said,
You pulled out the
I still
scroll.
remember.
You said, "Girl."
I said, I still remember shit that people did from the second grade. And she was like, just like my son. And she was like, oftentimes do people say, she was like, oftentimes do people understand where you're coming from, but then say the way you got about it was a little extra? And I said, what do you mean? She was like, do you have a retaliation problem? And I said, oh, I was like, I have a deep retaliation problem. And she was like, does your retaliation problem usually cause you more issues than the original issue that it was? And I said, more often times than not, but we can't ignore how the fuck we got here to begin with. I mean, she was like, yeah, you have to let this go. And the conversation just got deeper and deeper. And by the end of it, I definitely had some understanding of what she meant. And I think I do want to, because she said it's heavy. She was like, she was like, she was like, when you're harboring some of this energy and you're really thinking about getting your retaliation, have you ever noticed that something will happen? And I was like, well, what do you mean? And she was like, well, for me, anytime I've ever harbored like negative energy and I was thinking about it too long, I usually get like random hit pain. She was like, the stuff, she said, just random stuff happened. And I said, well, I said, actually, now that you mention it, I'm very healthy. Um, and for the most part, I haven't really had like a lot of injuries. Like I've had some sports injuries, but that comes with being an athlete. And then I said, but what normally has happened is XYZ. Like this happened. I'm not going to say it on camera, but
Yeah, I got you.
this happened. And then I was like, well, actually, now that I think about it, every time I was really getting ready to really like the super retaliation, like every time I was really about to up it on a motherfucker, XYZ always seems to happen. And then she was like, yeah, she was like, that's your hit pain. And she was basically like, she said, God, she was like, the goddess that is God. That was another thing she said. I was like, all right, I meant to come back to that. I never came back to that. But she said, the goddess that is God is trying to tell you that clearly physical pain does not work on you. XYZ does not work on you. But this X clearly works. She was like, so you should have considered some of those instances as lifesavers because you were clearly getting ready to make a bad decision. Now, she was right because I can tell you, before I sat at that table for that dinner on my last night, if I told you what was on my mind and what was getting ready to happen to somebody or people's, I might get investigated for it. And so maybe I was like, okay, so this may be this talk may be, instead of the X that usually happens, maybe this talk is that, because if I
I
don't
got us through
this,
your bone.
yeah. So man, it's but it was a great trip. It was a great trip.
I'm glad you're able to go.
It was a great trip. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 205 of the Speak On It podcast. You already know when you see this Nas fade, it can only be one brother the good brother, Los D Mix, joined every Tuesday by the smoothest bald head on the East Coast, Mr. Danny Ocean. How we doing, brother? I've been curious to get your feelings for the week. Before we respond there, I want to give a special shout out to the Going for Two network. Shout out to the great guy. Shout out Jeff and the entire team. Kyle, Keely, Bam. Whenever you guys are in here, please say hello. Jamie, I see you in the chat. He says, "Remind me never to get on D's bad side." Yeah, I try to tell people that all the time. Okay, last thing I'm gonna say. That is one of the things that she said to me. She was like, I don't know how you express this to people or if you express it to people at all, but you should really start letting people know that on your good side is maybe where they want to stay. Because she was like, what's happening is, one, you have unreal expectations for people because your loyalty and how you live your life, there's people like you just have unrealistic expectations that people will reciprocate that energy, and that is a tough pill to swallow. That's what she told me. That's a tough pill to swallow. So you have to stop having expectations for people, or you're gonna always feel away when you don't get reciprocated energy. One. Secondly, she said you really have to let people know on your good side is where they need to stay, because the way you retaliate or like how you get like, she's basically like, when folks get on your bad side, you draw the line. Not only do I draw the line in the sand, you burn a line, and you basically let them know you will never come back over here. Ain't no reconciliation. Ain't no I'm sorries. And I was like, all right, you ain't got to say it like that, but it's right.
I said, but she's right.
But it's right.
But she's correct.
You've known me for how long?
6 years, feels like.
How many times have you heard me having beef with someone and then heard about a reconciliation?
I have not.
Probably you won't. And that's something, but you also know that I am cool with a lot of people. So it's not like I'm the problem. What happens is when we cross that line, I make sure the bridge is burned. And what happens is, let's just say if I meet 100 people, if I met 100 people tomorrow, 98 of them, me and them, cool. We like this. Those two that I may have a problem with, one of them, we might be on some, maybe it was a misunderstanding. That's my bad. We'll be cordial. But then there'll be that one, nah. And that's what I'm trying to fix. Either I gotta let people know, let's stay peaceful, let's keep this, or I just gotta stop fucking with people. Just like dead it. When I know I can't fuck with you, just dead it. Just gotta dead it.
Hello, Jamie.
Jamie, how we doing? Jamie, this is not my future ex-wife. No, I did not get those numbers. This was just, sometimes you just have conversations with people. Maybe it's because of, the industry that I come from. Danny, that we talk a lot in our field.
For me, it was the skin. The woman walk up to me talking about how my skin glowing. Hey, girl, have a seat. Especially, whoo.
All right. I'm not trying to boast myself. I got a lot of compliments about how nice my skin was, but it's mostly like, the register worker here, or somebody working behind like a bartender there, or like in the park, in the parks, I was getting, oh, I like your outfit, or I like your ears, or that type of stuff. But the number of your skin is glowing compliments I got in Florida, I was like, all right, now you're about to make me consider. I'll move on down. I'll move on down to Florida now.
You don't want to move to Florida.
I would move down to Orlando. I'm gonna be honest. That's another thing I said. I would move down to Orlando.
Really? Interesting.
That Central Florida area, they might could see me. Okay. But I'm a roller coaster person. So, if I was to get a job in Orlando, I'm staying at them parks a lot.
I was gonna say, do they do like season passes?
Yeah, they got like season passes. I'm pretty sure as like a Florida resident, you probably get some benefits to it too.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah,
I mean, closer to family.
Would be closer to family, and if it's like, I don't know, because Orlando's one of those cities, obviously in terms of families, you'll see a lot of families because it's a family destination for like the park. So like I was around a lot of families, but couple of them last nights, I was kind of around a few of the YNs and seeing how the Orlando YNs and the black community gave it up because it was a FAMU takeover that weekend too.
Oh shit!
So, I was seeing how some of the YNs give it up. Wasn't mad about. I like the cut of their jib, as some might say.
Who the fuck says cut of their jib? What kind of country shit is that? Hold on.
Cut of their. Come on now.
Where'd you get that from? Nah, you can't. No, we can't walk away from that.
Cut of their jib. Come on.
No, that is not. Nah, dog. That's some country shit. And I'm from the country.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if we can Urban Dictionary it.
Yeah, you look that up. While you do that, I'm doing great. Thanksgiving is in 48 hours. When we are done tonight, I have to start prepping my turkey for Thursday.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to talk about Thanksgiving because I'm already thinking. We'll talk about it. Cut of your jib from Urban Dictionary, an old sailor's term for one's intangible qualities, often judged on first impression. Yeah, I like how my Central Florida YNs was giving it up.
I've just never heard that. I am definitely taking that lexicon and I am using that in some form or fashion.
How long did it take for you knowing me to realize I might be country as hell?
I'm sure you did little things here and there. I was like, I don't remember the exact moment, but I do remember like you would do little things. Like, where's he from? He has spent time near Foliage.
Currently, as we talk, the college football playoff rankings, the updated ones are being introduced. I haven't seen who 11 and 12 is, but 10 right now with Alabama, 9 right now is Notre Dame. So it sounds like Notre Dame. No, they're still 9. Oklahoma is 8. I don't foresee there being a lot of change. So I imagine 7 should still be Oregon, 6 should still be Ole Miss.
We live in a world where JMU is going to make the college football playoff.
And they would be the first Virginia team to do it, which
insane.
We're gonna talk about it.
You want to get cracking in the NFL? Because I got some stuff. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Let's jump right into it in the NFL. I'll keep you updated on the college football playoff. Last night we did have a Monday night football game, Panthers versus Niners. I'm gonna start off with my thoughts on the game, and then we can go through the rest of the NFL slate. Listen. Niners, they're still maintaining, they're still finding ways to win games, and they're still trying to at least stay up there with Seattle. And they're still up there they're trying to stay pace with Seattle and the Rams, who looked really, really good this weekend. Both teams look really, really good. So let me stop. Both teams look really, really good. But I can say, look, I would say the difference. Can you just tell? I don't know about you. I can just tell there's a difference from the Niners than the Seahawks and the Rams. I think. Obviously the Niners have been dealing with a lot of injuries, but they're still finding ways to win games. And boy, Brock Purdy tried. He tried to throw the game away last night. Because listen, if Bryce Young didn't have one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen in the red zone, brother, Brock Purdy just had 3 of some of the worst interceptions I've seen. Sans outside of the Sam Darnold versus the Rams game. That was bad.
Ugly.
All 4 of those was bad. Brock Purdy was just throwing ones. It was like, yo, dog, who are you throwing it to? But he got to learn. J.C. Horn, remember when we covered him during the offseason? He got that contract. That's why he got that money. He got that money.
He wanted them ones.
He wanted them ones. What about you? What are your thoughts?
Before, Jamie, we didn't delete any comment, but you getting real freaky in this motherfucker.
Oh,
anyway, Jay, what the fuck?
That boy freaky.
He a nasty man. The game last night, it was ugly football. The only interesting thing is, oh boy, hitting Juwan Jennings below
in the net. Yo, I was like, what? Look, what's going on with the NFL? Like, seriously, we got dudes spitting on each other. Jamar Chase,
let me tell you something. Did you hear Mike Tomlin's response to that?
This is my response. Yo, if someone spit on you, react naturally. Do what's natural to you. Yeah,
dog. Like that. That's the most. If you want players to play for you, say stuff like that. Say stuff like that, because Jamar Wild one.
Because I was like, yo, Because I'm like, why the hell Jalen Ramsey just steal off on him like this?
And the fact that Jamar lied, like there aren't hundreds of cameras on him. Jamar's like, no, I ain't spit on him.
Bro, they showed it in slow motion.
In
You
slow
hopped in, you to it.
Like you hopped to with that boy. Like, and just lied to us. At least Jalen Carter was like, yeah, I did it. Jamar was like, no, me, I didn't spit on it. What's the game? What am I gonna do? Sit on and grind my feet on your couch? Come on, man, I got more sense than that. Same thing.
Look, I was like, all right. Because I saw it and I was like, all right, Jamar. Now, it's honestly unfortunate that game was the second of the Bengals Steelers matchups. We don't get another one this year unless they play in the playoffs. Which I can tell y'all right now, won't happen.
Neither one of them might not be in the playoffs. The Bengals definitely not. And the Steelers,
I don't know. Listen, I'm starting Joe Burrow. I'm starting Joe Burrow in a few fantasy leagues this week because I need it.
You should.
I can't keep doing. I can't keep doing it. But Panthers, man. The good thing about it is the Bucs don't look too much better.
Baker's hurt.
One of y'all got to win that division. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, though. If y'all let the Falcons sneak back in and win that division.
Now without Drake London and Kirk Cousins, you fine.
I'm gonna say this:
they are the Falcons.
I'm gonna say it like this: that 5 seed might be the one you want.
Like, yeah. If
5 seed in the NFC might be the seed that you want.
What you want? If I'm the Packers, hey, all we got to do is go to Atlanta, or all we got to do is go to Carolina.
Well, I think the Packers are thinking about winning that division. So I think you're talking about maybe like the Bears or Lions.
Oh, okay. My bad. But definitely the Lions. The Lions have 4 losses. So
yeah.
Or they have 5 losses. No, the Lions are 6-4.
Yeah.
Or 7-4.
Yeah. We don't see. Let's go. Let's continue in week 12. Let's start out back on Thursday where it started out in Houston. Buffalo traveled to Houston. Listen, I think we as sports fans need to recognize when there are certain teams that are just our quarterback's kryptonite. Something about when Buffalo see Houston on the schedule, they get them boys hell.
Every time.
Buffalo's defense got a highlight tape versus Josh Allen because y'all remember that play of Josh Allen's was versus the Texans.
Yes.
Don't make me find it.
Who's that team for the Packers? For the Eagles, it's Seattle. Like something about Seattle. They just can't shake it. Who's that team for the Packers? It's dog. The Eagles haven't beaten Seattle. I can't.
Seattle.
It's something about Seattle. Something about Seattle that just gives Philadelphia fits.
I mean, it was the Niners.
Yeah.
It was the Niners. Seattle, maybe it was the Niners in the Matt LaFleur era, and the later stages of the Mike McCarthy era. I would definitely say it was Seattle, and then maybe before that, and we're not counting divisional opponents.
No, we're not counting just that one team where you're like, I just can't figure it out. Like the Bills and the Texans. The Eagles.
I would say it's the Niners for the Niners now for the Texans. I mean for the Packers, but the Texans just have the Bills number. Yo, like halfway through the second quarter, I was like, yo, they are really clamping these boys down. Like this,
like they let that one James Cook run, and then they were like, all right, that's enough.
Like, here's the thing: Josh Allen, he's played against the Eagles. He gets busy against a lot of AFC defenses, just throwing people off, running around. Something about them Texans, as soon as he try to bounce out, nope, come right here.
Hey, let me tell you something. There aren't too many people on planet Earth who are going to throw Will Anderson to the ground.
You're right.
And Danielle Hunter, ain't too many people throwing them on the ground.
And by the second half, you just knew that one out of 3 Josh Allen dropbacks, he was getting sacked. Like it's a matter of time.
And it's so funny because Kirk Herbstreit, they were in there, they were rooting for Josh so hard. They were doing their best to try to make you feel better that Josh was shitting on himself in front of America.
I mean, they were just in there like, man, this is Jesus. This is bad.
Yeah.
This is bad. Let me ask you something. You think CJ Stroud's still dealing with that concussion?
No.
Me either.
I think he has cleared concussion protocol.
I think he's finally cleared it too, but if he's healthy, they got to play him. And if they play him and the offense isn't good,
then we need to have
you
a
can't.
conversation.
Then the thing is, in NFL teams, I'm starting to realize y'all's game now. It's the soft benching.
You just can't unless you hate that guy.
It's the new soft benching because of the money. So you tell the trading staff, "Hey, he's still in concussion protocol." And they say,
I saw him fall walking up the stairs. He's not clear.
Yeah, then that's when the head coach just looks at the athletic trainer. He's still in concussion protocol, and then you got to wait till the offense looks shaky, finish that game out, and the next one he's gonna be back.
He's clear.
As long as Davis Mills, I mean, the offense has been looking better. Ball has been moving around better. They've been running the ball better. And I'm pretty sure DeMeco Ryans probably just the way they built this team and how it looks. DeMeco Ryans is telling Davis Mills, hey, 21 points. Get us to 21 points.
Maybe even 17, depending on who we playing.
Because they shut shit down.
Two touchdowns and a field goal. That's all we need.
I'm so glad the NFC North plays the AFC West this year because at least we got the Raiders and the Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, and
really because the NFC East plays the AFC West.
Oh wait, no, we play the AFC North. Excuse me, you're right. We play the AFC North, which is even better because we get Bengals and Baltimore. No, Bengals and Browns, and then we get Pittsburgh and Baltimore. We play the Ravens at home in a few weeks. That's our last
Sunday night game. That's got to be the Sunday night game.
I think it'll be a
Monday night. That's a 4:25, the game of the week.
Okay. Either that or it'll be the Tony Romo Jim Nantz game.
Perfect.
Let me ask you something. Do you think this was a one bad game for the Bills, or do you think that was the coming out party for the Texans? Because they got some games on the schedule.
I'll give Josh Allen this respect. He's still MVP. And now whether he deserved that MVP, we can have that conversation. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Dalton Kincaid was out. I think he's like one of the Bills' leading receivers. Keon Coleman didn't play this game. Or did Keon play this game? He didn't.
They're benching Keon Coleman. Yeah. I just don't know.
Yeah, so he didn't have a lot of elite weapons to begin with, and then you lose two more. He on the road. It's a short week. One of the best defenses in the league. I'll cut him some slack.
It's almost like the Bills need a number one receiver.
Where can they find one?
They had one. He just now plays on the other team in the AFC East that just so happens to have the number one seed in the AFC. We can go there. So the Patriots, who we're talking about, they became the first team to reach 10 wins. And it's look, Tom Brady's not there, but strike me if you've heard this sentence before. The Patriots have the inside track to the number one seed in the AFC.
It feels like 2015 all over again.
All over again. But let me ask you something. Does the Tom Brady-less Patriots scare you if the road through the AFC has to go through Foxborough?
Not really, right? It depends. Should it scare Patrick? Absolutely not. Should it scare Lamar? Absolutely not. But Lamar in the playoffs is.
Ravens and Patriots do play each other this year.
Yeah, I was like, they play in a couple weeks. I don't think. Yeah, they played December 21st at 1. They played the Bills again. I would say, yeah, I would be a little concerned. Everyone who is not named Patrick Mahomes.
I would be concerned. I'm gonna be honest. I would be concerned if I am any of what I am projecting to be the top 4 seeds of the AFC.
Okay, Patriots,
Denver. Let's say Indianapolis, and then I guess Baltimore would be the 4th. So I'd be afraid for the top 3 seeds in the AFC. Here's why. There's a very good chance that if you're the 2 or 3 seed, Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen is going to come to town. Now, let me just stop right there. Well, yeah, let's stop right there. Let's just say you get the 2 seed and Patrick Mahomes comes to town. Like the Chiefs get the 7th seed.
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me we won all these games?
And my reward is
this motherfucker coming to town? Are you fucking kidding me?
I never thought of that. That's hilarious.
And my reward is this dude coming to town?
Or Josh Allen?
We'll get to him.
Okay.
So I get the dude who he didn't win the MVP last year, but this dude has been to 3-4 Super Bowls in a row. Dude he's never even lost in the first 2 rounds of all he does is make it to AFC Championship games.
Arrowhead Invitational.
Like, so you mean to tell me that we've already beaten this team by the skin of our teeth earlier this year, and they get the game plan for us again after they've basically seen how we fully game plan to beat them?
And you're referencing the Broncos, right?
I'm referencing any team that's. I
guess they played the Broncos twice.
Yeah, I guess if the Chiefs were the 7th seed, the Broncos were the 2 seed. Imagine that. You got to play these guys a 3rd time because they do got to play again.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you're at home. It doesn't like that myth about Patrick can't win on the road. Did that
means even less if it's in the division. They've already played here.
They've already played in Denver.
Now, let's say I'm the 3 seed. I'm the Indianapolis Colts, and Josh Allen comes to town. All right, they ain't got a number 1 receiver, but
it's in
this
the dome.
Guy, the only person, yeah, and it's in a dome. So the only guy that seems to have this guy's number in the postseason is quite literally Patrick Mahomes. Everybody else, he's beaten. I believe he's beaten Joe Burrow before in the playoffs. Maybe I might be wrong.
I know he beat Lamar last year. Has he beat?
I know the year the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, they did beat the Bills, but I feel like the Bills have beaten the Bengals.
But the point still remains, right? Like unless you're 15 in Kansas City.
Yeah, there's only been one dude there's only been one dude in the playoffs who consistently beats this guy. It's number 15.
It's Daniel Jones.
So yeah, Daniel Jones about to get. Oh man, this makes me. Daniel Jones could lead these guys to a divisional title. They make the playoffs for the first time in however many years. Daniel Jones is setting himself up to get one of the contracts of all contracts. And let's just say, the very last taste of the Indianapolis Colts have of Daniel Jones after the season is a good old 35-14 shellacking to the Bills at home.
I mean, that's what happened to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was going to get paid, and then the last 2 games of the regular season, and then he choked in the playoffs, and Minnesota said, we'll go with J.J. McCarthy.
And then the 4th seed, which is likely going to be the Baltimore Ravens. They're just sitting there like, yo, all we got to do is beat the Chargers.
All we got to do is beat the Chargers at home. They got to fly across the country. And now you're anticipating, now you expect Justin Herbert to really deliver versus Lamar Jackson. And then if you win, you get to go to either Kansas City would come to you, or you'd have to go to Denver. And it's not a bad Chargers, Broncos, and then if the higher seeds win, then you got to go to Buffalo for an AFC Championship game. I'll take my chances.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take my chances.
Now, I feel like if I were the Chiefs, I'd be pushing for that 5th seed.
Oh, yeah.
And we can talk about it. So the Chiefs finally won a 1-score game this week versus the Colts. Really good game, by the way.
Great game.
I think this is a big win for the Chiefs. I also think the rest of the AFC, y'all should be scared. And I'm just building off my last point. The Colts had these boys dead in the water. Season dead in the water, and everyone in the AFC is like, finish him, like deliver the killing blow, because they would have been 5-7.
Yeah, Romo was writing their obituary on air.
Basically, like, all right, this dynasty's over.
Romo was like, "Hey man, if this stays like this, Chiefs are done. We done here. Nothing to talk about.
Nothing to talk about." And I just seen that comeback happening, and then go into overtime. Now we in overtime. It's like, all right, well, there's the Josh Allen rule, so it doesn't even matter. Here's my thing. In overtime, you win the coin toss. Why in God's name, with 15 on the other side, do you take the ball first? Mistake number one. Put the ball in his hands. Make him have to go drive a touchdown. Or kick a field goal.
Isn't Daniel Jones, correct?
No. I'm saying, so the Colts won the toss in overtime and received the ball. I'm saying that you kick the ball and you see what they do first, and then you figure it out.
So you know what you got to do.
Because if they score a touch, they're going to get the ball back regardless. Both sides got to touch the ball regardless. So if you go down there and kick a field goal, you're giving this guy essentially 4 downs to play with.
Yeah.
If you go down there and score a touchdown, he knows he's got to score a touchdown.
You still got 4 downs to play with.
Shane Steichen said, all right, give me the ball. We're going to punch these boys in the mouth. We're going to get a stop.
And you lost.
And I'm just sitting there like, well, were you watching the flow of the game? Were you watching the flow of the game? Man, look. Chiefs are in trouble. Not Chiefs. The AFC is in trouble.
The AFC is in trouble. Patrick back.
And y'all start looking at some of these games that the Chiefs got on the schedule. The very next game, which probably going to be what I believe is probably going to be the most watched Thanksgiving game maybe of all time. The Chiefs in Jerry's World versus the Cowboys. Are you kidding me?
Not in the 4:30 slot, the slot where everyone is eating dinner.
Mm-hmm. Like this is. I was watching a little bit of The Kingdom last night, the little ESPN documentary on the Chiefs, and they were talking about that Black Friday game, and it just dawned on me because I was sitting. I think everyone was wondering, who the fuck wants to see the Chiefs and the Raiders in prime time? It kind of made sense after that documentary because it was streaming on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is global. So now when you start thinking about the global, because you got to think they're mapping this out way in the off season. So when they're thinking about the schedule and they're thinking about Black Friday, they can't think about, well, what if the Raiders turn out to be good? Like this, they baked on, whether the Raiders are good or not, one thing that is going to be good, the Chiefs. And
Travis.
And you know who one team everyone's going to want to see either win or lose? The Chiefs. So you know what we're going to do? Right in prime time. So now when you look at this year's Black Friday game, it makes sense. Now you put the defending Super Bowl champions. Obviously, they are one of they are one of the 3 most talked about teams right now, whether it's about their on-field performance or the fact that everyone wants to fire the offensive coordinator or the fact that everyone fucking hates watching them play football. People tune in to watch the Eagles play.
And they will on Friday.
And they will on Friday. Speaking of, let's jump to the NFC East. We've been talking a lot about the AFC. Let's get into the NFC now. Danny, in the NFC East, man. It's everyone's favorite division. Some call it the NFC least. That's just my favorite.
That's just you.
Let's start from the bottom up. The Commanders were off, but last week, I don't know if we covered it. Donnie T was in that booth. Did we cover that?
No.
Donnie T was in. We might have been off. That's why. Donnie T was in the booth
for 15 minutes. Not even like a drive-by. He was in that bitch for 15 minutes lying the whole time, and Jonathan Vilma ain't know what to do. They put them boys in such a terrible position because what do you do?
All right. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm not a political person. I did not vote for Donald Trump. I don't know nothing. I don't care about no Donald Trump. If you're doing your job and the president of the United States come hang out with you at your job,
you got to do it.
Not only do you got to do it, I'm going to look in the camera when I say this. All you punk-ass fake activists out here, the president come up to you, you not doing that chippy chirping shit that you be doing online. You know what you're going to do? Yes, Mr. President, or you going to shut the fuck up and you gonna with the face.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at them that they did it. They didn't have a choice. But boy, someone should have cut that. He was in the booth for 15 minutes.
Now, look, you gotta. If
Somebody
the president, because you gotta think, he already at the game. Kind of getting heckled, getting the middle fingers, and he liked that shit. He don't care. He liked that shit. So honestly, they bring Jonathan Vilma. Jonathan Vilma in there still trying to call the game, but he's also trying to converse with the president.
I felt so bad for Vilma. He did the best he could, man. Like, they set him up.
Cause you're right. If Jonathan Vilma looks too happy, they're like, "Oh, so you happy to be around President Trump?"
Right? Like, what is he supposed to do? Walk off set?
I bet you he's probably had to answer some questions since then, and everyone's probably like, "Yo, dog." He's probably had to tell people, "What would you do if the president?"
Exactly. And for him, it's like they probably like, "Hey, Jonathan. Hey, guys, the president will come in. He's gonna be in there for a couple minutes."
They're probably like, "Just keep it friendly. Do not ask him any political questions."
And they didn't. Like, he just started
people. Just start talking. Listen, honestly,
he just started rambling, and they didn't know how to reel him in because you can't reel him in.
Because you can't. So if he's gonna ramble, at least let him ramble on sports. You keep,
like, he
keep the boundaries.
Name the stadium after me.
Hey. So mind you, the Lions are in town playing the Commanders, and they are beating the Commanders' ass. So the Commanders get a little something going. I think this is when the Commanders scored.
Yeah, that's when they
talking about some.
He's in the booth.
He in there talking about some. Well, that'll help ratings. Look, Fox, I understand. I just thought it was funny. Now the Commanders, they was off, so that's all I had to say.
Yeah, but you see what happened to Amon-Ra? He did that little day. What happened to him the next week?
Listen.
Hey.
I believe he got yammed in the face, right?
He had one catch against the Eagles. He went to Quinyamino Bay.
Yeah. I want to talk about that. Yo, Detroit, that game looked very similar to week 1, which lets me know if anyone's been watching, that is how you beat the Detroit Lions. And a team that was listening for about a half, about 3/4, were the New York Giants, who were punching the Lions in the mouth.
You said in week 1, punch them in the mouth
and dare them to do something else.
Because all you gotta do is stop the run. If you can stop the run with 4 against the Lions, you can win, and you can win easily.
And if you can get pressure right in them 2A gaps, right there, Jared Goff, he gonna have some trouble.
He said, "I don't want none of that." And if you outside, you hear about it, you see the stats of him outside, but that Sunday night game against Philadelphia,
it was bad,
windy.
Cold. I knew it was bad. Look, I'm gonna let everyone know, if you're starting to fan bases of teams that play outside, particularly in the northern part of the United States, if you ever see your starting quarterback coming out there with 2 gloves on,
just go ahead and turn it off. You're done. We're done here.
It's bad.
It's a wrap. And now, if you're the Lions, the whole playoff trip. So, if you're the Lions, your best hope is you grab the 5 seed, you go to Atlanta or Tampa or Carolina, and then just pray you get to go to LA and play in the Dome.
I will say the Lions do play us and the Bears again.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Chicago. You don't want to go to Green Bay.
I'm talking about like in the regular season.
No, I'm talking like in the playoffs. Like if the Lions make the playoffs, they don't want to go to Green Bay or Chicago or Philadelphia. Like your hope is I get the NFC South winner. Hopefully I'm the lowest seed, and then I get to go to LA and play against the Rams in LA in the divisional round.
But yeah, so the Giants, back to the Giants. The Giants start punching these boys in the mouth early in this game. I mean, red zone, first play I see, Jameis Winston trick play to Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm like, all right, look, I seen that as the first highlight. I said, what the hell they got going on over there?
What the hell they got going on over there?
So look, every time Scott Hanson turning back to the Lions versus the Giants, Wan'Dale Robinson is getting busy on these Lions corners. And I'm like, the hell y'all got going on over there in Detroit? So then they get to the second half of the game, and the Giants are up by they're either up by 10. I think they're up
definitely it's 2 possessions.
It's 2 possessions. And I'm like, no fucking way the Giants are about to do us one of the biggest solids ever. When they go into overtime, I'm like, all right.
No, you missed a Jameis's touchdown.
Oh,
hold on now.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
You missed the best play of the weekend.
So then Scott Hansen says, watch what just happened in Detroit. They're going to throw it, a little trick play, to Jameis Winston. And I'm like, no, the hell, that's not Jameis Winston catching that pass. So not only that, look, Jameis, first off, the pass was bad. Jameis comes back like a receiver and gets it, yeets it, stiff arms somebody, hits somebody with a juke, and then carries him into the end zone. And I'm like, Jameis fucking Winston just put somebody's corner. And there's a corner that had to walk in on Monday or Tuesday and see themselves getting mossed by Jameis Winston.
Nah, dog. That's one of the film sessions you fast for. You can't the embarrassment is enough. I don't know if I were a coach. I don't know if I'd put that on the board.
I'm putting it on the board, guys. We got it.
This could never happen again.
But for the New York Giants, when they were game planning to play the Detroit Lions, somebody in that building forgot that Jahmyr Gibbs plays for the Detroit Lions. I don't know how.
Buddy,
I don't know how.
We'll talk about Jahmyr in fantasy in a second.
And then in the last NFC East game, everybody was waiting on it. Y'all know when these two teams match up, it's either Sunday night or 425 on Fox. Ain't no ifs, ands, or ways. They don't.
I mean, week 1 was primetime NBC.
Yeah, listen, the Cowboys and Eagles don't play at 1. They never play at 1. This is 425 or 820. And guess what?
It didn't disappoint.
Start out, Eagles punch these boys in the mouth. And I'm like, well, damn, Dallas, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And then it all came crashing down. I don't even know where to begin on. As I'm watching this when they scored the first touchdown, I said, all right, I'm not too worried. When they scored the second touchdown, I said, I'm not too worried. When my man Xavier Gibson decided to come out with that punt
at the
one, I said, this cannot be good.
But the thing is, though, the Eagles stopped. That was the 4th down stop. The Eagles stopped them after that. But taking a punt out, I know he got hurt. I hope he's okay. But that man should never field another punt.
Danny, as our resident Eagles fan, tell us your thought process during that game. Who are you frustrated with on the Eagles side? And is it fair to say, how about them Cowboys?
It is not. No, the Cowboys can talk their trash. This was their Super Bowl. It's funny because at work, people I ain't heard from all year just all of a sudden remember where I sit. Just all of a sudden know where my office is.
Oh, my gosh. Here, Eagles fans, y'all can't do this. Y'all been yelling at niggas, fly, Eagles, fly,
I'm
all year.
Mad at them.
Fly, Eagles, fly. It don't matter how you do it, long as it's a win. Fly, Eagles, fly. And everyone keeps saying, these motherfuckers went on some. They're not good. Everyone keeps saying, they're not good. Their defense shut down. Might be one of the greatest you've ever seen. But this offense, these things stink. But I don't know how they keep winning. But we can't say that because they keep winning games. Then y'all look up and y'all 21 up on the Cowboys, and everyone else is like, goddamn, Dallas, can you help the conference out? And hey, they heard us. They heard it. Go ahead, brother.
Losing to a man named Dakota will never sit right with me. But no, Cowboys won.
I think he got a winning record against y'all.
He has the crazy thing is Dak has a winning record against the whole NFC East. And then the calendar turns into January, and he gone by MLK.
Yeah.
So I'm glad Dallas. They got their Super Bowl. They got their win. They're happy. My family's happy. That's cool. For the Eagles, man, The offensive line is terrible. Kevin Patullo is terrible.
I knew it was Kevin Patullo.
Nick Sirianni is terrible. Nick Sirianni, the way he coaches the end of the first half is the most infuriating thing that he does.
What he did? What he did?
He does it all the time. Like, they'll get the ball back with like 30, 45 seconds.
And he gets aggressive.
No, he doesn't. He does the opposite. He turtles up. He runs like a little run to Saquon. Like the other day, he had 27 seconds, 2 timeouts, and I think he was on the Eagles 20 or 25. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith had been eating them alive that entire first half. Try something. You might get a pass interference. You might break one. You might get in the field goal range. And he consistently is comfortable playing conservative. I hate it. I just hate it so much. And it's the frustrating.
Maybe the offense. Have you ever considered maybe this offense just isn't good?
Yes, but at the same time,
and I don't mean like the players. I mean the system. Maybe schematically, this system fucking 1,000%. Sucks.
But my thing is, Sunday you had scored 21 like it was nothing. AJ Brown was on fire. Smitty was making ridiculous catch after ridiculous catch. You telling me you can't do something? You can't try something? It's not like the passing offense was having a bad day. Dog, they were on fire. Like Jalen, what was he, 14 out of 17 or some shit like that? It was working. That's how the offense is supposed to look. And you just disgusting, man. There's a lot of blame. Like I said, the O-line has been terrible this year. Kevin Patullo, it's like he forgets he can do things. Like, why weren't you calling the rest of the game like that first quarter? Like, what happened?
What if Nick Sirianni is influencing Kevin?
1,000%.
Offensive
1,000%. Sirianni, Patullo is Sirianni's guy. Like, they've been together since Indianapolis. 100%. This is just Kevin. It's Kevin. It's Nick. It's Jeff Stoutland. Like, they got up 21-0 and said, Vic, can your defense just hold off and win this game for us instead of – you see what the Rams did on Sunday night? The Rams got up big and just kept going. They didn't stop. They kept scoring. They played to score points. And the penalties, they had 16 penalties.
You still believe this Eagles team is capable of repeating as Super Bowl champions?
I think this Eagles team is capable of winning in the wild card round and then losing in the divisional round. Depending on the opponent.
So you think if the Eagles and Packers played again, the Eagles win in that matchup?
I said depending on the opponent.
I'm just asking.
The Packers, I think we can beat the Packers again.
Okay. I don't.
The Packers have done nothing to make me think otherwise.
I don't think y'all can beat the Packers again.
Especially if it's in Philadelphia.
I hope it's
it probably would be.
I hope it's in Philly.
Like, the Eagles can get to Jordan with 4. And when Jordan when he starts sticking his tongue out, you know he about to do something retarded.
And don't do that. Don't do that.
He about to do something stupid.
Let me tell you.
Every time I see him with his tongue
not Toyota-thon Jordan Love, don't do that.
Every time he got his tongue out, I'm like, oh, he about to do something stupid.
And y'all beat us by 3 questionably.
You couldn't score.
Y'all beat us by 3 questionably. We'll score.
We beat you 3 times in a row. Like, what else needs to happen?
We'll score 14.
We beat you in Philadelphia, and then we beat you in Green Bay.
Damn.
Where else do we have this conversation?
Hey, they damn sure did beat us in Philly.
Like, where else do we what else do we need to talk about?
Hey, but yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Okay.
Yesterday's game wasn't today's game. I felt that. I would have felt the same way as you until I saw y'all play the Cowboys. We got it.
It's just that first quarter. Like, that's how it's. And this idea that they think they're a running team, if they run the ball on first down ever again, I might shoot somebody.
What I think happened was they saw how much success they had last year running the ball with Saquon, and they're like, "Yo,
yeah, but that's last year's team. Like, this year, every first, like, watch the game Friday. Every first down that they run on first down and get nothing, it's a wasted down. Like, this team should be built to pass the ball, which they are, and then you can run off of that.
I am going to say,
Jalen Hurts, like he's running these read options and he's not keeping it. I mean, the zone reads and he's not keeping it. Like it's week 13. Like we need to put Jalen in the run game. Like that's the X factor in this. Like put Jalen in the run game.
So here's how funny I believe the Philadelphia Eagles are. I believe the Philadelphia Eagles, at their core, want to run the football and want to run. But after last game, it would not strike me as a surprise if the Eagles on Friday come out and they want to pass the football. And let me tell y'all why I think this is funny. The Bears are near the top of the league in terms
worst run defense. This is the game to run the ball.
And they're like near the top of the league in turnovers because they get a lot of picks. So what's going to be funny is y'all are going to try to pass the ball 20 to 30 times. Jalen might have 2 or 3 picks. And
yeah, that's all that Bears defense does is turn the ball over. They're not good at anything else but turnovers. That's it.
I feel like at least one of these picks, I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to throw 2 picks on Friday. And I think one of them is going to be one of the ugliest picks. Like, going to look like one of them Brock Purdy ones yesterday. It's like who were you throwing it to?
When he started licking his lips.
Oh, yeah. He started looking. He killed me when he be looking at the screen, looking at his lips, and then looking at the sideline. It's like, don't be trying to. Don't let
Jordan, like Jordan licking his lips in his drop back. Like, oh, no, he's thinking too much. Like LaFleur, like, no, Jordan, please. But no. I think that game Friday, I kind of want to pick the Bears because the secondary, Makuba broke his ankle. So Makuba's out for a while. Reed has a thigh injury. He's going to play. Like the secondary, if there's one thing Ben Johnson's going to do, it's test some safeties. And I don't know if the pass rushers are going to get home fast enough. That's Caleb Williams' superpower, is avoiding sacks.
Listen.
Not really, but he can extend plays.
Listen, if y'all, the Eagles, if y'all can't beat the Bears.
This. If there was ever a game to get Saquon right, it's this game. Like they need to have possessions that are 5 minutes. It needs to be one of those games in the fourth quarter. They get the ball up 10 with 8 minutes to go, and they did what they did last year. We're gonna eat this clock and we're going home. And they wearing all black.
Speaking of people wearing all black that are going home, the Raiders fired Chip Kelly yesterday. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but Chip Kelly was the highest paid OC.
Yes, he was.
In the NFL at around $6 million. He's gone after 12 games. If you've watched the Las Vegas Raiders play any type of football this year, it has been some of the most god-awful play calling and offense you will probably ever see. You often forget that the Raiders have the single season NFL receptions leader for rookies in Brock Bowers.
Yes. Brother, the funniest thing about that is, it's not funny. Chip's not coming to Philadelphia because the Raiders play in Philadelphia, which kind of sucks. Chip Kelly got paid like $600,000 or $500K per game, and now he's at home.
If Chip Kelly got paid for the amount of points that the Raiders scored, he'd probably have to give up he'd have to give up every check.
Like he is an all-time bag getter. Like that is almost Brock Osweiler worthy on the coach's scale, like on the coach front. I'm not even mad at him.
You think Pete Carroll gets fired at the end of the season?
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. You fire Pete Carroll, who do you replace him with? Because they're going to have the draft pick. They're going to have the draft pick. So you're probably going to want to bring in an offensive guy.
I don't think he gets fired.
I don't think he gets fired. So you're going to let Pete Carroll pick the next quarterback.
Next quarterback, brother. They might be tied to Geno for another season.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you do like you did Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix. I don't know. You just can't go into next year with the new OC and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do something.
Listen, if I was Pete, I'd be trying to ship Geno somewhere. But
ship him to where?
The
Cleveland?
Moon, the MLS. last thing in the NFL. Let's talk about the best division in football.
Yeah,
The
let's talk
NFC
about that.
North. Listen, the NFC North. It's clear that the real hitters.
I don't even think the NFC North is the best division anymore. You only got one team that's really good. Like the Bears are 8-3. What's the Packers record? 7-5-1.
No, we have the same amount of losses as the Bears.
Okay, so 3-1. So 7-3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Lions are 6-5. That's not that impressive.
And then the Bears are 8-3.
8-3, and then you got the Vikings who are already eliminated.
Best division in football is the NFC North. What's better?
I would say the West. You got Seattle, you got LA, and San Francisco.
I would say the playoffs. I think our third team is better than their third team.
You think the Lions are better than the Niners?
Yes.
I'd listen to that. I'd listen to that argument.
Yeah. But NFC North. So Bears are sitting on top, 8-3 after beating the Steelers. I'll tell you what. I've watched a few more Bears games because I had to see if some of this was real. Their last couple of wins, they haven't looked that bad.
But again, that's because they're generating turnovers. What does it look like when they don't? Like at some point, you're gonna have to play defense. You're gonna have to play defense at some point.
The Lions obviously were in a shootout with the Giants, so they're 7-4, like you just mentioned.
Aiden Hutchinson had to close that shit out.
Exactly. And then there's them boys that play at Lambeau. We had the Vikings in town. Kyle, come on in. We's Packers. The Vikings in town. Now, throughout my time, the Vikings have given us probably the most trouble as a Packers fan. Like Bears, they have their years sort of like the Giants to y'all, where they'll come in and they'll be good, and then the next year they'll be bad. And then, the Lions are kind of like the Commanders to y'all. Like they've been so bad for so long that now they're good. Okay. It's like, all right, we gotta. All right, we acknowledge y'all. You know what I mean? We acknowledge y'all. Y'all decent. The Lions. This Thursday, I'm really excited for this Lions game because I really think we're about to do something. But the Vikings have usually been our Cowboys. Like they up. And so I can't tell you how many times I have seen Justin Jefferson do ungodly and inhumane things to Packers corners. And I'm going to be honest, it just felt so good for the first time to see the Vikings play the Packers with a QB who could not hit the blind side of a bar. JJ McCarthy, or 9, as he likes to be called. He's a 9-pack of ass. It got to the point where you could tell by like midway through the second or the third quarter, the Packers knew these boys cannot score. We do not need to open up our playbook. Matter of fact, let's run the ball, easy throws, and let's rely on our defense. They can't move the ball on us. So if we just keep scoring points, whether it's field goals or whatever, they can't score points to keep up with us.
No, they can't.
Now, it's frustrating when you want to see your QB just throw everywhere. But then you remember last game, QB kind of had a shoulder thing that he came back. And look, y'all want to talk. Listen, you want to talk about tape in terms of throwing some dots and some dimes. You go back and watch Jordan Love versus the Giants. And some of them throws he was putting up. Oh, baby.
The Giants or the Vikings?
No, that was last week versus the Giants.
Yeah, okay.
Go back and watch some of that tape versus the Giants.
Yeah, he wasn't licking his lips in his drop back, was he?
Look, when I'm talking about game online, 4th and a mile, gotta have it. Ain't a receiver caught a ball all day. He just throws something deep, and it's just a ball only him. It's just like, go get it ball.
Receiver, you know what's crazy? The Giants have given like all the good teams absolute like they have just been a thorn. Like you see the Giants on the schedule, and you probably like, I bet. Next thing you know,
it's a dog fight. Listen, it is gonna be great. Look, next year's Giants team
with Jackson and Malik.
Next year, and whatever, because they're gonna get another good draft picks. They're gonna get another really good player. Next year's Giants team.
Year
I'm
two
letting
of
you
Abdul
know.
Carter.
I'm gonna let you know as someone who's a fan of the NFC East. Next year's Giants team might fuck around
They
and
win the division.
be mad decent. Be like
Well,
the
that's because
Patriots.
they're going to have the worst schedule. They're going to have an easy schedule.
They're gonna be like the Patriots.
Yeah, they will be like the Patriots.
It's gonna be frustrating because like the first time y'all play them, you can tell you're gonna tell your team isn't gonna take them seriously, and they gonna punch you in the mouth, and then you sitting there. They're gonna be sitting there midway through the fourth, and your team's down 10, and they just keep converting first down. Just
you mean like that Thursday night game?
Exactly.
Yeah,
that was like a precursor. It's like, oh shit,
that's foreshadowing.
Yeah, I don't know. All I'm saying is, look, the Packers look really good. This game on Thursday, that's a big one.
And that's the first game. That's the 1:00 one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
The 1:00, and then it's Chiefs, Cowboys, and then it's Ravens, Bengals.
That's
gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game because both teams are bad in different ways, and both teams are like the Ravens have to keep winning, and the Bengals have to keep winning just to have a chance at making a wild card.
Yeah,
they're bringing back their fucking starting quarterback. Who's just look?
Did you hear Joe today? He talked about that. So they were like, Joe, why don't you just shut it down? And he's like, there's no way. He was like, I'm a football player. If I'm healthy, I'm playing. I don't care what it looked like. I don't care what the team record is. I'm playing. You gotta respect
I've been keeping up with Jaden Daniels. I mean, he's slowly.
Hey, can we switch to fantasy?
Yeah, technically. Well, we gotta do our pick'ems. We gotta do our.
We gotta do our pick'ems. Okay.
All right, let's get into it. All right, let's start on obviously Thursday night. We've got plenty of games. We were just talking about it. Let's start off with that 1:00 game, Packers and Lions. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm repping my squad. I'm rolling with the Packers on this one. I'm rolling with the Packers.
I too am rolling with the Packers. This is going to be the Micah Parsons. Like week 1 was the Micah Parsons game. No. This is the Micah Parsons game.
Oh yeah. Watch how many times he's going to line up directly over the center, over the guard. He got to give some boys. Penei Sewell. He want to see if you're gonna get it back in blood. That's he want to see.
Nah, dog. Penei Sewell, Jalen Phillips beat the shit out of him in Philadelphia.
Look, it's tough.
Best right tackle my ass. Get better, Lane.
What I believe is going to be the most watched Thanksgiving game of all time: Chiefs, Cowboys. Tell me you believe in the Cowboys.
I want to pick the Cowboys so bad because of that offense. But there's something to be said about Patrick Mahomes in tight game. Like we just saw it against Indianapolis Colts, and I think the Colts are better than the Cowboys. I'm going to take the Chiefs. What's the line for that game? Let me see what the line is for that game. Yeah, the Chiefs are 3.5 point favorites. I was like, yeah, this is going to be tight. But I can totally see we come back next week and George Pickens had a game like he did against Philadelphia. Because everyone is using their resources to stop CeeDee Lamb.
You know, it's crazy. I think about teams that give the Chiefs problems. The Bengals give the Chiefs problems when they play. Like those games are usually tight. What do the Bengals have?
Elite wide receivers.
2 of them things.
And the Cowboys got them too. Look, I'm not mad. Here's the thing. If the Cowboys lose, that is essentially their season. Like if the Cowboys lose and the Eagles win Friday, that's it for Dallas. They're 3.5 games back because they're 2.5 games back now. But if they beat the Chiefs and the Eagles lose, now the NFC East gets really tight. Really tight.
Yeah. Do I trust the Cowboys? Because here's the thing. The Cowboys can come out and they could just get the score and a whole lot of points.
Yeah.
Or if you've also watched the Cowboys play teams who have good defenses, they shut them boys the fuck down pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles had them dead to rights. And then they just said, oh, George Pickens is over there. Let's throw it to him.
Look, I'm not going to bet against 15. I'm going to go with the Chiefs. But what I'll tell you is the entire time I watch this game, in the back of my mind, I'm going to say, I think the Cowboys are going to win this game.
Yeah. Don't let the Cowboys come out on fire. Like, don't let Dak have 3 touchdowns by half.
It'll get ugly fast.
It'll get ugly fast.
And then the Thursday night game, Bengals versus Ravens.
Now Jamar Chase coming back from suspension, Joe Demon back in Baltimore. People calling him the N-word. Give me the Bengals, dog.
One of my favorite clips ever is, I think it was Lamar's first or second year playing up in Cincy, and he hit a fucking spin move, and all you hear is Kevin Harlan saying, "He is Houdini."
Yeah.
Give me the Ravens, man. Give me the Ravens, man. But I'm going to tell y'all like this. This game is going to get funny fast with how much the lack of defense there is going to be played in this game.
Who has the ball last?
No, that don't matter because the person who has the ball last might throw an interception. That's the funny part. There could be 59 minutes of no defense played, and a defensive play wins the game.
And Kyle Hamilton comes to save the day. Is he playing? I know you hurt himself last week.
I don't know. We'll see. Your Eagles, man, at home, Black Friday. I feel like they'll be in the black uniforms too.
Yeah, they're wearing all black. I'm taking the Eagles, but this game is going to be very tight. Ben Johnson is going to attack those safeties, and he should. The Eagles need to get home.
I think the Eagles are going to win this game, not because of the offensive side. I think Vic Fangio and what he's about to do defensively in terms of how he's going to be able to generate pressure. I think the first quarter, I think the Bears are going to give you guys a little bit of trouble. I think Caleb's going to escape the pocket a little bit, but I think once they kind of settle in, I like the Eagles to win this one like 24-17-ish.
I'll take it.
All right. Now we get to the Sunday games. Niners travel to Cleveland to play the Browns.
Give me Cleveland. That defense. Hey. You thought Brock Purdy looked like shit against Carolina.
Honestly, I'm with you. I think, look, last time the Niners went to Cleveland, they lost that game.
Like this is the kind of game Cleveland might score a defensive touchdown.
And Myles Garrett is going for the all-time record in sacks.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it.
He had like a 5-sack game. Like this dude is.
He has had multiple games with multiple sacks. He's going to be a great Eagle next year.
Okay. Jaguars travel to Tennessee. Does anyone here think the Titans win this game?
Me. It is I. I think the Titans win this game.
Oh, no.
Not because I believe in the Titans, because I have no faith in the Jags.
Give me the Jaguars. Have you seen the Tennessee Titans play football?
I have. I've seen the Tennessee Titans, but I've also seen the Jacksonville Jaguars play football. They lost to Houston in a way that I don't think any other quarterback other than Trevor Lawrence can get away with.
Okay. Well, staying right in the AFC South, we got the Texans and the Colts.
I am taking it. I want to take the Texans because they've had a little mini bye week, but I'll take the Colts. Jonathan Taylor. That's all I got.
Although I did trade for Jonathan Taylor in fantasy not too long ago, and it cost me a couple of first-round picks, I'm going to take the Texans and their ability to play defense and shut shit down. Give me the Texans.
Okay.
Win this one. This has potential to be an all-time funny game. Saints versus Dolphins.
Dolphins are coming back from their bye week. They should win this game. The Saints are out here trying out Justin Tucker because they ain't got a kicker. Like the Dolphins should win.
The Saints are so bad that I just feel bad because Drew Brees, he didn't lay the groundwork and foundation for this. And Sean Payton, you really gave up on the Saints. And I'll be thinking about that. He just mailed it in and said, yeah, I'm not being a part of this.
Not only did he mail it in, he ruined them financially. They're in cap hell for like the next year and some change. Like some of those contracts he let them boys sign, I'd call the police.
That's the front office. That ain't Sean Payton. That's the front office.
I mean, Sean Payton. You think they're gonna do something without Sean Payton's approval?
I mean, they was bounty. Well,
and who was in charge of the bounty?
Yeah, right. I don't know how we even picked this one.
I don't know, man. This might be a push.
Come on, man. Falcons or Jets. You got to go with it.
It's gonna be a tie.
What's crazy is this has potential to be a tie.
I know. I'll take the Jets though. I trust Tyrod more than I trust Kirk.
Fuck it.
I'll take
I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna take the Falcons. I'm gonna let everyone know every time I bet on the Falcons, they don't win. And I don't think it's gonna happen this time, but I've seen with the Justin Fields, you count your time too, brother. Tyrod Taylor went out there and passed for over 200 yards. I don't remember the last time I've seen Justin Fields pass for over 200 yards.
Justin's about to be a backup.
For sure.
He's about to be somebody's quarterback. You know the quarterback theory, right? Come on, you know the quarterback.
Nah, I gotta hear this.
So teams that employ a black quarterback will have a black backup quarterback to keep the fans quiet.
Oh yeah,
yeah. How many times have the Ravens hired a black backup quarterback?
For Justin Fields he might be great as Lamar's backup.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm with you. Cardinals versus Bucks.
Give me the Cardinals.
Right. I knew it.
Give me the Cardinals only because Baker. They say he might play, but that boy was in a sling Sunday. Nah, man. It would be funny though if Jonathan Gannon. Nah, fuck that. Give me the Bucks. I take that back. Nah, it's Jonathan Gannon. No, I don't trust. I don't trust Jonathan Gannon. Give me the Bucks.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. Let's see. Here's a good one: Rams versus Panthers. Coming off that game yesterday, how do you think the Panthers respond?
By losing to the Rams. The Rams are the best team in the NFC right now. Until proven otherwise. Like they are firing on all. Devontae Adams looks like he's with Aaron Rodgers. You gonna pick the Panthers?
Nah, I'm gonna pick the Rams. I saw enough from that Rams defense. I think the Rams are gonna win and help keep the Bucks in first place. I think the Bucks are gonna win this division, but they're not gonna feel too proud after winning it.
Yeah, whoever wins, like you said, whoever wins the NFC South, that's who the wild card teams are going to try to go see.
Everybody want to date with the Bucks. Although it would be very Bucks-like for them to win the division and then get healthy for that first playoff game
and win.
Here's a good one: Sam Darnold versus his old team in Seattle.
It's in Seattle. Like JSN might break the record. I know Brian Flores likes exotic blitzes, but there ain't nothing for JSN. Give me the Hawks. No, you didn't.
Give me the Vikings in this one.
Really? You're gonna take 9 on the road. Well, no, he has a concussion. He got on the flight and was like, my head hurt. And Kevin O'Connell was like, oh, you have a concussion.
Yeah. I believe in Brian Flores' defense, and I believe Brian Flores will have a defensive plan to confuse Sam Darnold. I think he saw him a lot in practice, and if he's seen Sam Darnold play the Rams, I feel like Brian Flores has to have an idea of how he can attack this Seahawks offense. I think Jason's still going to put up his numbers, but I like the Vikings to win.
Okay.
Bills and Steelers.
Now we really get to see who Josh Allen really is. I'm going to take the Steelers.
Okay. I for sure am going to go with the Bills. I think coming off that last game, they're going to want to definitely make up for
it. Wait, is Aaron playing?
I think Aaron is playing.
Okay. I'm going to regret that pick, but I'll stick to it.
I think Josh Allen's going to win this one, though. I think Josh Allen and the Bills are going to win this one. Any hope that new offensive coordinator will bring different results?
No, Chargers coming off a bye week. Mr. Hampton is back.
Yes, sir. He's back?
They opened up his 21 practice window today, which usually means that he's going to play.
I got to get my Twitter back. I don't be knowing that.
Yeah, they opened up his. I mean, if you go in the sleeper, he's on my team, but
I have him in a redraft league. I drafted him. Okay. That'd be big if he's.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean he's going to play Sunday, but it looks like he's going to play Sunday.
Okay. Is there a world where you see the Commanders beating the Broncos at home?
I do, but not on Sunday. Even though the Commanders are coming off a bye week, so are the Broncos.
This is a Super Bowl rematch from I forgot what year, but these guys
We were
played.
not allowed. It's probably during segregation. That's how long
Nah,
it's been.
let's see. Yeah, this was late '80s. This was the Hogs.
Oh
Um,
yeah, with John Riggins.
this is with Doug Williams.
Yeah, Doug Williams Super Bowl. I think that's first black quarterback in the Super Bowl.
42-10.
But it ain't gonna be that.
Yes, not going to be this game. It's the Broncos are going to win this one. And then the Monday night game. Listen, if this was 20 years ago, this might be one of the best Monday like this. I would be circling my TV to make sure I see Eli versus Tom one more time. But this is what is looking like Jackson Dart or Jameis Winston versus Drake May. Giants versus Patriots. Talk to me. Who you got?
Like I just said it. The Giants, for some reason, just seem to give
Oh, you're with me.
good teams fits, and this is no exception. Give me
I'm with you. I'm
give
with you. I think the
it
Giants are going to give the Patriots a run. Let
all
me
they
tell you
can
something.
handle.
And I feel even more confident in this pick if Jameis Winston is playing.
Yes. Nah. Give me. I'm because here's the thing about Jameis. He'll have a game like Sunday, and you're like, okay, and then he'll go be a bonehead. But I'll take the Giants.
Jameis will throw you out of the game, and then he will throw you right back into the game, and then throw you out of the game again.
And then three.
I like the Giants. All right, now we can get into fantasy. Talk to me. How did you do last week? Where are you sitting in terms of playoff pushes as we enter the last 2 weeks of the regular season? I believe last 2-3 weeks of the regular season.
So I went 2-1 again. Sleeper, I'm done. Our dynasty league, I've lost like 8 in a row. The injuries have killed me. So I'm almost in last place. I've accepted my fate, even though Hampton is coming back. Like
Me and you are in the same. Me and you in the same league in our dynasty. I'm just setting it. And I just said it and don't look at the league again.
Yeah, like I lost to what's my man's name? MVC, the guy who never participates.
Are you lost in the
D. Friedman or whoever?
D. Friedman? Team's not bad, by the way.
It's not, but Justin Herbert was on a bye. He didn't change his lineup at all. He had Herbert in, he had McConkey in, and I still lost because he has Jahmyr Gibbs. Like Jahmyr Gibbs beat me by himself. Like that's how I know it's over. Like, we done here. I'm just trying to get healthy. I'm trying to collect assets. In our redraft league, I am on a 4-game winning streak. There is a world where I'm the third leading scorer, and there's a chance I make the playoffs. And if I do make the playoffs, there's a chance I win.
In order for you to make the playoffs, I gotta fall off though, because I'm the 6th seed.
Like I think I'm too far behind. Like I think I'm too far behind to catch up. But I look today, like I am the third leading scorer in our redraft league. It's the most annoying shit. I've never seen no shit like this in my life.
Yeah. The redraft league irks me because I had the second pick overall. And so here's the thing. I'm getting injured. First off, when Joe Burrow got hurt, I was kind of fucked. That was a big, I took him just thinking he'd be healthy and he'd just be diming people up 2, 3, 4 touchdowns a game. Obviously not the case. So then I go out and get Jackson Dart, start winning some games. Guess what? Jackson Dart gets hurt. So now I have to go back to my original backup for this season, which was Jared Goff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Jared Goff is so Yo, the Lions are so hit or miss.
I know. I have their running backs.
So it's but what's really frustrating is in this redraft league, I have Bijan Robinson. You want to talk about a frustrating player? I've just been underwhelmed. Like I've just been extremely underwhelmed, and I don't want to say mad at myself, but boy, Jahmyr Gibbs is right there. Jonathan Taylor, right there.
Thank you for Jahmyr, because he's the only reason I'm still in this bad boy.
Yeah. So it's just one of those where and I'm still managing to win games, but
shout out to Cal. Cal said he clinched the playoffs in our dynasty league.
Shout out to him. I mean, listen, I'll be keeping up with the scores just to know who to send the money to. But
It won't be. It won't be me.
yeah, it won't be me. I've just
I'm not getting
yeah.
any money.
Across my 9 leagues though, I went 5-4. Yeah, I went 5-4, including here's what hurts. So in one league, I was on a 6-game win streak. It's my most expensive league. Went on a 6-game win streak. I have the clear best team in this league, and I've already secured a playoff spot, so I know I'm going to the playoff. And with this win, I'm pretty sure I would have secured a first round bye. Like if I read you this team, I can read you just the starting lineup.
Okay.
Because my original worry was I didn't have an RB2 because I just had so many good wide receivers.
Okay.
And I ended up picking up Rico Dowdle off the waivers early in the year. So obviously over the time, he became my RB2. Let me read you the rest of this team. Jalen Hurts is my quarterback. Jahmyr Gibbs is my RB1. Rico Dowdle is my RB2. Listen to these wide receivers. Devontae Adams and CeeDee Lamb. My tight end is Brock Bowers. My flex is Jalen Waddle. Defense, I got the Seahawks defense and the Seahawks kicker. Now, some of the folks on my bench: Mark Andrews, Dallas Goedert, Woody Marks, DK Metcalf. Backup QB, Caleb Williams. Damn. Backup defense right now is the Patriots, and then I just got Rachaad White.
Damn.
Now, this team, filthy. Projected to finish first. So, Jahmyr Gibbs going crazy yesterday. Team going crazy. How many points do you think I lose by in this league?
3.
2.
Damn.
Guess how I knew. Guess when it was firm when I lost that game yesterday. Last night, Carolina Panthers are trying to get the ball back. The Niners are at 4th and 1. If they convert this 4th down, the Panthers don't have any more timeouts. They fucking run a tush push, pick up the first down. Panthers never see the ball again. I lose by 2.
Also, a whole lot of teams voted against the tush push. Seemed to found a way to run the tush push.
Get this fucking play out of my sport. Whatever. Anyway, so I went 5-4 over the week. And now with one of my 5 wins secured me a playoff spot in that league. So right now, of my 9 fantasy teams, I know the Las Vegas Ducks. They're not making nobody's playoff. So right now, the goal is to take the other 2 teams to the playoffs. 2 of those 8 already got their tickets punched. Now we're fighting for seating. The remaining 6, though, they're listen. We got some dog fights. This is a big week for fantasy. Big week of fantasy. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I can get all 8 of these teams into the playoffs, this would by far be the most playoff teams I've ever had and the most amount of money I could have a chance to win in fantasy in one season. The goal is always to win at least one league. But if I put 8 teams in the playoffs,
Howie would be proud.
Listen, I think Howie would be very proud of me. I think Howie would be very proud of me. You want to talk about your trade?
Yeah, I was also on the verge of another trade if Bam pick up the fucking phone. Anywho, so Friday night, I'll read you the original trade. So Shits and Grins, aka Jason and I was minding my business on Friday night, and let me tell you the offer that Jason sends to me Friday night while I'm trying to spend the evening with my wife. Hold on, because this we have had 16 iterations of this trade. Where is it at? Yeah. So I would have gotten Jaden Daniels, Trevor Lawrence, a 2028 first and a 2027 first for Jackson Dart, Marvin Harrison, and Omarion Hampton. That's where the trade started. the
Oh,
trade.
so after he came to me with the crazy ass trade for Jaden Daniels, he had to shop that BS elsewhere.
Yeah, and I was like, Hampton is off limits, but let's have a conversation. So after, again, multiple iterations of the trade, asking for different players, I ended up trading Jackson Dart, Marvin Harrison, and a second-round pick for Jaden Daniels and 2 first-round picks, a 27 and a 28 first-round pick.
Wait a minute. Now, hold the fucking phone, because now I do remember seeing this trade come through, and I think I had a few too many drinks to say something. And now I'm glad I get to say it to you, your face. You mean to tell me you did all that shit for Marvin Harrison Jr. just to fucking trade him in a year? You sick fuck.
2 years. So,
You made all that noise about taking Marvin Harrison at 1 overall and did not keep him on your roster?
Correct.
I told him that because he was asking me for Malik Neighbors, and I was like, look, injured or not, he homegrown. Number 2 overall, I can't trade him.
So
you traded 101?
Here's why I was comfortable trading Marvin Harrison Jr.
And you're gonna say a Mecca Ibuka.
Yes.
You're all right.
Yes. So here's how I saw that trade from my point of view. I was trading a second-round pick in Jackson Dart for Jaden Daniels. That was easy. Give me that. Because Superflex is right around the corner.
Who is your other QB?
Daniel Jones.
If you didn't make this trade,
it'd be Jalen, Jaden. I mean, if I didn't trade for Jaden Daniels, it'd be Jackson Dart, Jalen Hurts, and Daniel Jones would be my 3 next year. So now it's Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, and Daniel Jones. And then 2 first-round picks on Marvin Harrison. It sounds like you don't like it.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't like it.
I'm indifferent. I mean, if it works out, I mean, I'm a big Jaden Daniels fan. I have him in other fantasy leagues. So if it works out, I will be happy too in other leagues. I don't know if I would have made that trade. But then again, I'm looking at my QB room and maybe I put a little bit too much spice on that one because, all right, Jared Goff, always in a good offense, know what to expect. He has a pretty high floor. Josh Allen, come on, dog. QB1. Don't even have to worry about him. Whatever he rolls out of bed and wants to do, it's fine. Now, my other 2 QBs, before I traded away Aaron Rodgers, my other 2 QBs, Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy. Now, Bo Nix, he's showing me some things. He's got running ability. He's got good receivers. JJ McCarthy, brother, what a way to tank your fucking value. So, I don't know. But someone hit me up, asked me about the price for Bo Nix yesterday.
Was it Greg?
Oh, absolutely, it was Greg.
Because Greg messages me. What's it going to take to get Jalen?
Jaden Daniels?
Jalen Hurts. This is before the Jaden Daniels trade. And I said, it is going to take a ton of picks or an elite player, but I need to think about it. So I thought about it, and I said, if I'm giving up Jalen Hurts, you are going to have to give up Amon-Ra, Bijan, or Puka. One of the 3.
He never got a response back.
Oh, you never? He responded to me, I can't give them up. This motherfucker tried to build a trade package around Jalen Waddle. Like we were having conversations, and I said like 3 times, like, Greg, if I'm trading Jalen Hurts, I need one of those 3 guys.
Listen,
in the discussion.
I'm telling you right now, the Superflex in the addition of the Superflex, and however we change this route, this will be the last time ever where there are 5 flexes. And I'm going to keep looking in the camera and saying, I guarantee that through my soul. Through my soul, I can guarantee that. 4, I hate. 3 is the sweet spot. 4, I can hate it enough that I can live with it. But never again when we're doing 5 flexes. Let me tell you something. The addition of the Superflex, it is going to be an equalizer in this league. a straight equalizer, because there are certain teams like mine that if I was to get those extra 20 to 30 points a week just from my QB, I'd beat a lot more people. But
So
whatever.
that was my thinking behind going so, because Jason seemed to be real hell bent on getting rid of Jaden Daniels.
Listen, your cousin Jason, he just loves to give away great QBs. He's the reason I got Josh Allen. He's the reason why I got Josh Allen.
So he falls in love with pass catchers, right? Because in our trade originally, I was like, I want Drake London. He was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I was like, okay. Then I was like, what about Brian Thomas Jr.? And he was like, nah, he not going nowhere either. It's like he loves pass catchers.
It's okay.
And I think the way the league runs now, yes, having elite pass catchers is the way to go. But when Superflex gets here, I feel like the people who have like 2 of the top 7 or 2 of the top 10 are going to be the ones that are a little bit more successful.
2 of the top 10 QBs?
Yeah, like whoever has the most. I feel like those are people who are going to. I mean, different people have different strategies. Like my strategy is having 2 top 5 QBs and a lot of pass catching tight ends because it's a tight end premium league until I find a premium wide receiver. Like that's been my strategy. Has it worked?
I mean, my strategy was, if I can get 2 to 3 good wide receivers, like 2 to 3 good wide receiver ones in their team, and I can just have running backs help fill in the void. That's why my running back room, honestly, it's not a terrible one. Like I have some depth. But if I could just play my QB, if I had a super flex over these last couple, I'd be in a good. But it's okay because I'm clearly gonna get a top 4 pick, and I've gotten some. That's why I was quick to give up Chase Brown. Look, after a certain point of watching the Bengals, I'm not gonna hold you. I just got to a point I was just like, all right, this team is what it is. They are gonna pass the ball. So Chase Brown, they're either going to have to invest in the offensive line, or Chase Brown is going to have to become like a poor man's Devon Achane, because at least the fucking Miami Dolphins run the football.
Yeah,
I'm not one to live by that.
So again, my running back room isn't the strongest right now. Like it's Joe Mixon, who probably never play again. James Conner, like Hampton's the bright spot. So I had 2 quarterbacks,
top 4 pick,
and I get a top 4 pick, and I have 2 quarterbacks who run the ball. Now, granted, that leaves them exposed to more injury, but again, like I'm using Jaden and Jalen to help cover that. Right now, I have a weak running back room.
Listen, I'm gonna let folks know now. The Las Vegas Ducks, we are very much focused on the consolation bracket and how we're about to win it, because y'all didn't want to let me change it. Listen, it is the last year of the consolation bracket. Oh yeah.
Well, I'll say this.
Well, as we currently know it.
Yeah, like changing things in the middle of the season, I get. But yeah,
and we were texting on the side. As soon as Kyle's POV came in, I said, "Yeah, he right. Yeah. I mean, that benefits us. That benefits me. I get a chance at number 1 overall. Cool. But starting next year, I honestly really like Kyle's idea of just basically making the consolation bracket winner pick 311. Actually,
yeah, but again, someone has to keep track of that, because if I have 311 and I want to trade 311,
there is no 311.
No, but that's what Kyle was saying. Like someone's going to have to keep track of where 311 lives, because if someone wins 311 and they want to put that as part of the trade deal, someone is going to have to keep track of where 311 is.
Wait, what do you mean?
So let's say I win the consolation.
There's only 10 teams. So
no. We're saying whoever wins the consolation bracket gets their first pick of the free agent pool, the free agency rookie pool, right? 311.
Yeah.
So let's say I win the consolation pool. I technically have 311.
Yeah.
What if I want to trade that to somebody else as part of a deal?
The person?
Yeah, to a person.
You're going to trade the person after the draft?
No. The pick itself.
There is no pick.
No. So
it can't be traded.
311 is okay. I say 311 is not a pick, but you have your first pick of the rookie
free agents.
Your rookie free agents, right? So what if I wanted to trade that right to someone else in a trade deal? Like someone would have to, unless you say it can't be traded. Yeah, like
it's not. Look, you're not trading 311. That's like after the draft. after Mr. Irrelevant, someone's trying to trade their first free agency. No, you could have drafted this person and you chose not to.
Like Kyle said, 311 is non-tradable.
Yeah. You wouldn't trade. This person has no trade value. I'm not gonna say he has no trade value, but I don't even. That's so messy. Yo, yeah, I'm with Kyle. It's just so complicated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be non-tradable.
So whoever, starting next year, my goal is, whoever wins it next year, you tell me that person. I'm gonna force add it on to your team. So make sure you have the right number of roster spots available. I'm gonna force add them onto your team, and that's your draft class. Now, I would prefer if the person who wins 311 not traded immediately. But if you're gonna do that, cool. But you have to wait till after I put it on your team. Then what you want to do with it from there?
Or put that player, right? So you're saying like someone has a backdoor deal, like I'll take this pick for your guy, and then we work something from there.
But then it's going to be a future pick. So I don't even. Actually, new rule: 311 untradeable for a year. Like, he has to stay on roster for a year, and you can argue me down. 311 has to stay on roster for 1 year, because I don't even want to deal with. I don't even want to give the illusion that these sort of backdoor trades can be made, because I don't want a bigger trade to be made with 311 included immediately after the draft. That looks funny. 311 has to stay on roster for 1 year. I don't care if he's in your taxi squad, whatever. Has to stay on roster for 1 year. After 1 year, do what you please, and I will express it. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Updated college football playoff ranking. A lot of things stayed the same. So Ohio State still 1, Indiana still 2. A&M, Texas A&M is 3, UGA is 4, Texas Tech is 5. Here we do have a change. University of Oregon actually leapfrogged Ole Miss with their win. So Oregon is now 6, Ole Miss is now 7, Oklahoma is 8, Notre Dame is 9, Alabama 10, BYU 11, Miami 12. So right now it's looking like they have I'm trying to think of who is the okay. So right now they're still picking the winner of the ACC to still make it in, and I'm trying to see who I believe they're picking Tulane to be the group of 5.
Really, Jim? You just beat Washington State.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. JMU's not getting no love.
Yeah, they're not even in the top 25. That's crazy.
Going back to our previous point, Kyle says maybe 1 month, because after a month is clearly just a new trade, not a backdoor trade. That's true, Kyle, but people could also sit on a trade made on draft day for a month to make it look less.
Oh, 100%. I think a year is fair. Yeah. Or even 6 months. Like 6 months, fine. But a month, yeah, someone can sit on something for a month.
Yeah.
Right? Like this year, like if Shedeur was a free agent, I have a deal with Blake, like, hey, I'll use 311 for Shedeur. In a month, you trade me a 3rd round pick in 28, and I'll give you Shedeur.
Yeah. Yeah. Greg openly tanked for Bijan Robinson.
He acted like he didn't. That was hilarious.
Didn't try to act like I was lying. Your name was tanking for Bijan.
He's fun. How do you know Greg? Greg is funny. I thoroughly enjoy being in this.
Me and Greg interned with each other. He's a really cool guy. It's like, yo, dog, you be clearly trying to get over. Look, I'm gonna tell you about something I was thinking about in my sleep over vacation.
Mm-hmm.
An idea for the league that I had, that I was like, this one is such a wild one that I think the league might hate it enough, or I might want to.
What's that?
When we get to year 10, what you think?
Draft all over again? No.
And wipe everybody roster clean at year 10. No. Start this bitch over. Yo, I was in bed thinking about it, and I just started laughing. I said, yo, dog, that's such a bad idea that it might be a great idea.
No, that is a bad idea.
Oh, that's a terrible idea. Like I hate it so much that I might come to love it.
So what year is this now? This is your 4, right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
5?
yeah.
4?
This is
Because I've won 1. Greg has won 1. Rojo has won 1. So this is your 4.
Yeah, it's year 4. So think about it. It would be
Puka will be retiring.
like it's.
I still can't believe he was
So
out
that
here
would
trying
be like that would be like the 2030, 2031 season. Let's just throw it out there. So we started in 2020 going into 2021. And if we were to 10 years from there, that would be 2030 to 2031. Honestly, it's crazy because it's 2025 right now. My team could really start to get nice by like 2028, 2029. And Rojo's team could be on the fucking downswing. And then at year 10, right when Rojo's team is ass, clear everybody's roster, start this bitch over.
No, thank you.
Yo, look, it's such a bad. I hate the idea so much, but it's so funny. Now, the other part about that is I don't know if I want to sit through a starter draft again.
No.
So that's like the real part.
No. I do
I
not.
thought we started in 2020. I go by champions. So you won 1, Greg won 1, Rojo won 1. So Kyle might be right. We might have started in 2022. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kyle, back to the 311. Kyle said the player can't be traded until the start of the NFL season. Yeah, that's like 6 months because our rookie draft is when? April? May?
Yeah.
Yeah, so May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, 5-6 months.
Okay,
I can get down with that.
So the rule could be 311 doesn't get traded until start of can't be traded until start of NFL season.
Yeah, I think that's a good rule.
But we got to make a punishment. If you trade 311 before,
you just can't do it. You can't. If you do it, then you forfeit a second round pick.
Nah, I'm gonna say second. You forfeit your third round pick in the next.
And if you don't have a third round pick, then what? Is it a third round down the road, or
no? It's your next third round pick. So if you don't have a third round pick, the next time you have one, you won't have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I still can't believe he was out here trying to get Jalen Hurts for Jalen Waddle and some picks.
I want to ask him. All right, what's your trade package for Bo Nix?
Because
that would be nasty.
Oh, let me ask you a question, and then we can move on. Was I being unreasonable? Because he was saying I was saying Jalen is top 7 in his position. Greg's argument was, well, Bijan, Amon-Ra, and Puka are top 7 overall, which he's not wrong. But I was offering stuff.
Bijan ain't top nothing overall. Nigga, piss me off. Top biggest frauds.
But I was like, I'll give you, like, I'm willing to build off the trade, but the core of that trade is Jalen for Puka, Bijan, or Amon-Ra.
I would start there. If it's Jalen from one of those, I'd start there and start adding some picks. I'm gonna let everyone know once these playoffs start, I'm gonna be rooting for Kyle. I'm rooting for Kyle. I'm rooting for Kyle to win because I'm glad the rest of the league clearly saw what I've been saying about Greg. This boy, listen, he is the Sixers GM just in a fantasy league. This boy openly he'll openly trade and tell you he trusts in the process. Whatever.
Yeah, like I'd be rooting for.
I'm rooting for Kyle. Kyle or Dylan, if you make it. All right, let's do some college pick'ems because it's rivalry week, and we gonna look. And it's been brewing all week. I mean, all year. But we're gonna get to that game. Let's start on Friday. The Egg Bowl. Did you like how I made sure to put these rivalry names in here?
I appreciate it. You worked really hard this week on the notes. Like you always work hard on the notes, but this year you really did your homework, and I appreciate you.
I went and found the good rivalries that, you know what I mean? Because this is basically the last week before we do the college football playoff. We're not doing all the bowls. I don't care about all the bowls. We're doing the college football playoff from our pick 'em. So this is the last big week we have. And I wanted to give you a chance because you are 3 games behind. So this will give you
last week I got slaughtered.
Yeah, it was bad. All right. The Egg Bowl, Ole Miss versus Mississippi State. This is big for all reasons not football related because of Lane Kiffin. Who you got?
Boy, I want to pick Mississippi State so bad, but I'm gonna go Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss. I'm a look. Mississippi State they only have like 1 or 2 conference wins. This is not a good football team.
The funniest thing ever would be them losing this game. Ole Miss is out of the playoff, and then Lane Kiffin's like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to LSU."
I'm praying that he stay.
He should.
If
not, he should go to Florida. I wouldn't go to LSU for nothing right now. Like, there's nothing about LSU.
Well, Governor Jeff Landry.
Like, it's Florida, Ole Miss, space LSU.
But the thing is, they say, but in the state of Louisiana, 5 stars just basically fall into your lap at LSU.
Here's the thing about LSU. So they promised him $25 million a year for NIL signings, and then a $90 million contract. Where are they getting this money? They scrambling to pay Brian Kelly right now.
Yeah, you're right.
And you gonna come up with $115 million every year after that? Come on, man. Lane.
Let's just stay.
Where your agent at, Lane? Where is an adult to tell you what to do?
His agent trying to give him some more money. What about the showdown in the Peach State? Georgia, UGA traveling to Atlanta, maybe about an hour away to play Georgia Tech.
I wanted to pick Georgia Tech, but man, I'm not going to.
60 ACC pride.
Yeah, I'm still going UGA.
This game went to 7 or 8 overtimes last year.
That was a fun game. That was a Friday night. That game was on until like 1 a.m. Eastern. You going with Georgia Tech? I wouldn't be angry.
No, I've seen enough of Georgia to look. Georgia Tech, you had your chance. This was y'all should have beat Pitt, so you had room to lose this game and still be all right. It's tough. Western Michigan versus Eastern Michigan. Western Michigan 7.5-point favorites, but they got to travel to Eastern Michigan for this one.
Give me Eastern Michigan. This is the kind of game that I can get behind an upset.
I'm going to stick with Western Michigan. I think Western Michigan is going to pull this one out. Here's a good one in the SEC. A&M traveling to Austin.
Get me. Archie got to do it against somebody good. Give me A&M until Archie does it against someone worth a damn.
A&M's good, man. A&M's good.
A&M can win a national championship.
A&M can really win a national championship. Here's the thing about Sark, though. I think he's going to have his boys ready to play, and it's a rivalry game. Hook 'em horns. I'm going Texas. The Palmetto Bowl. Clemson versus South Carolina. South Carolina 2.5-point favorites in this one.
One thing Dad will love doing is humbling Negroes. Give me Clemson.
Oh my gosh.
It looked like he enjoyed humbling Negroes.
Last time I saw South Carolina play, I was in my hotel room in Florida watching them go up 30 to 3, mm-hmm. and I'm still shocked they lost that game. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to go with South Carolina on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to go with South.
Those are the 3 games different.
Actually, no, I'm going to stick with my ACC brother. I'm going to go with Clemson. Here we go. Another SEC Clemson rivalry, this time going to Kentucky, the state of Kentucky, for Kentucky traveling to Louisville. Louisville's a 3.5-point favorite, but they're coming off a drubbing.
And that's why I'm picking Louisville.
All right. Gosh.
Go ahead and talk yourself into Kentucky. Give me a game.
I'm gonna stick with my ACC brothers because this is bad. Louisville lose this one, boy. Their coach, he might be looking for a new job. Here we go. Battle of North Carolina. North Carolina versus NC State.
Bill Belichick is no longer bowl eligible. This is the game that gets Mike Lombardi fired. Give me NC State.
What are some of these other games? All right. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with NC State, too. They're hard to beat at home. The Tar Heels look bad. Bill looks like a shell of himself.
There's a reason it's a basketball school.
It's a basketball. Well, they're trying to make football money now. Football is where the money is. The battle for Paul Bunyan's axe. Wisconsin versus Minnesota. Minnesota's 1.5-point favorites.
I'm going to take Minnesota only because they're at home. That's it.
Listen, I don't feel like I could be a true Packers fan and pick the Golden Gophers. Give me the Badgers
Okay.
to bring home Paul Bunyan's axe. Let's go back to the South for the Sunshine Showdown. Florida versus Florida State. Florida State 1.5-point favorites.
And I'm going to go with FSU. This is going to be two terrible teams, but it's going to be a fun-ass game.
Give me the Gators.
Okay.
Give me the Gators. All right, at the Swamp. Look, they only got 3 wins, but y'all look at some of them 8 losses. They had them boys. Hey, they had to dig. They had to dig for some of them wins, some of them losses. Give me the Gators. Battle for the Heroes Trophy. Look, this is. I don't know if y'all were watching Scott Van Pelt last night when he was talking to George Kittle. He had to let Will Compton know the Huskers don't want no part of the Cyclones.
Give me Iowa in the ugliest football game that we're gonna watch, other than Army Navy.
Oh yeah, I'm right with you. I think Iowa. Look, I think Iowa's just the better bad team.
Dog, this is gonna be like 7-2. This is gonna be the ugliest motherfucking game.
But the thing is, there's a lot of pride in this game. A lot of pride in this game.
That. The only people who are going to be interested in this game are Iowa and Nebraska fans.
Let's go to the duel in the desert. I am taking Arizona, who are 1.5-point favorites over Arizona State on the road. I like Arizona. Yeah, by the way, Arizona is actually number 25. And Arizona State is actually number 20. So this is a ranked matchup.
I'm still taking Arizona. I was going to take Arizona too. Now, fuck that. Give me Arizona State. I got some ground to make up.
All right, Arizona State. Here we go. Houston, who is not ranked anymore after their loss, they travel to Baylor. Baylor is 2.5-point favorites right now.
I don't know why. Give me Houston. What has Baylor done to make you think they're favorites?
I like Baylor to win this one. I like look, they're at home. I like it. I like Baylor. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Right up here in the Pacific Northwest, we got number 7 Oregon versus Washington. I'm trying to see if the committee has Washington ranked. They do not, but Washington is 8-3. They're at home for this game.
I really want to pick Washington, but man, Dan Lanning. Oregon is a machine. They can win. They win ugly. They can score 50. Like they have won different ways this year that I don't think Washington has. And I'm thinking about that Iowa game that Oregon won.
I like Oregon to win this one too. Although I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think.
100%.
Listen, a few years ago, Washington was the only team. Yeah. 14 Vanderbilt versus number 20 Tennessee.
Give me Mr. Pavia at Vanderbilt. Got something about him. They play for him. I'll take Vandy, which is insane. Vandy over Tennessee is crazy. Would you have said this 3 years ago?
Nah, I'm going to go with Tennessee. I think Tennessee's offense is going to. They're at home. Neyland-Salin is a tough pace to play. I think Vandy's close, but I like Tennessee on this one. All right, actually, we'll get that. Battle of LA or crosstown rivalry, UCLA or Southern Cal. Southern Cal is now ranked 17. They only moved down 2 spots.
I know Lincoln Riley is getting a lot of heat right now. This is one of the weeks the heat dies down. They're going to beat the shit out of UCLA.
I'm with you. What about the battle for the Land of Lincoln trophy? Good old-fashioned Illinois rivalry. Northwestern versus number 20. They're unranked now. Illinois is unranked. So this is just Northwestern versus Illinois.
Give me Illinois. That win over USC still sticks out.
Yeah, it's still a good win. I'm gonna take Northwestern
Okay.
on this one. I'm gonna take Northwestern. Um, here we go. Iron Bowl. This is a good old fashioned. This is one of them ones for sure. You cannot take records when Alabama
No.
and Auburn play. There's no. I've seen it too many times.
And that's why I'm taking Auburn.
Woo! Woo!
That's why.
Woo! Woo! Tide! Give me the Tide, baby. Give me the Tide, baby. All right, these last two, and this would be the game that Bam. This would be one of the time Bam's not here, and for this,
Not you lighting the blunt, Wayne.
look, the last team to beat this team was Michigan in their house. They came to the shoe. What happened?
What happened?
They went on to win a national championship. And now this same team, these same Ohio State Buckeyes, they look better this year than they did last year.
Yes, they do.
But there's just one monkey they ain't been able to get off their back. And it's the Michigan Wolverines. It's the Michigan Wolverines. Danny. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, right on Fox. The world gonna be watching. Listen, you can love football all you want, but if you love ball, Saturday, the only game you're gonna be watching at noon is Ohio State, Michigan.
Yes.
What side do you stand on? Because I'm gonna let everyone know right now. OH.
Yeah, I'm taking Ohio State. Ryan Day. Get that monkey off your back, my boy.
Listen, and Ohio State, I gotta light it up one more time for this. To all my Buckeyes, I want you to remember one thing. When they won that game last year, they put their flag in the middle of your state arena.
Someone got arrested, didn't they? Like the police were starting to arrest people. They was fighting.
It was.
It turned into a topic about race in the police.
And then we got the last one on the docket.
Yes, sir.
Last one on the docket. See, in years prior, I would be just laughing at the fact that we really about to talk about this matchup. Like this, it's not even a rivalry. This beyond little brother. This is the little step-headed child. The other Virginia team down in Charlottesville. Where Signetti used to coach at?
Wow. Oh, he used to be Clemson.
JMU. Where's JMU? Madison?
Oh, no, James Madison is in not Fredericksburg. Shit. Where's James Madison? It's Southern Virginia. JMU is in Harrisonburg. That's it.
Like before, I wouldn't even talk to you if you wasn't, you know what I mean? But here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Commonwealth Clash.
My wife and I are debating about seeing if we can find tickets and go Friday night.
Virginia versus Virginia Tech. Virginia, if they win, college football playoff is still an option, and you get to play SMU likely
for the ACC
title.
And that's exactly what the fuck they about to do. Stick your foot in them stupid ass turkeys. It's Turkey Day all week.
Oh, okay. All right. Look. I'm going to let y'all know something. Since the start of this millennium, the Who's have maybe beaten the Hokies maybe 3 times. My brother in Christ here is almost 30. He has seen the Who's lose.
Almost 40.
Thank you. He has seen the Who's lose to the Hokies more than any team. And he really thinks some shit gonna change, even on the road. Yo, they've had the better team sometimes and still lost.
I'm not talking about history. I'm talking about.
Oh, now you don't want to talk about history. Now you don't want to talk about history. Now you don't want to talk about history. Before it was, how many times we got to beat y'all? How many times the Packers got to beat? How many times the Packers got to lose to the Eagles? We beat y'all in the playoffs. We beat y'all in Brazil. Beat y'all in our place. Well, I mean, but now I want to talk about it.
Beat you 3 weeks ago.
Listen. Give me the Hokies. Let's go, Hokies. Let's go, Hokies.
Someone play Sweet Caroline. You know, I'm looking at tickets right now.
Come on now. Hokies all day. I don't care.
Let me see if I can get some UVA tickets. I'm buying them right now.
All right. While we wrap this thing up after our pick'ems, Chauncey Billups pleads not guilty. Good luck to you, brother. I want to talk about this. The Pistons and the Thunder are the 2 top seeds in the NBA, by the way.
Crazy.
Thunder, not so much. The craziest part is they've only lost the game. The Pistons, they hoop it.
Yeah.
Now, I want to make sure I stand up and I say this. Mr. Harrison. Mr. Harrison. Mr. Harrison. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for Luka. Thank you so much for Luka. Listen.
You know the saddest part about that deal? Did you hear Luka at the press conference of tonight? His heart is still in Dallas. He was like, did you see what the Cowboys did? If I am not a violent man. Violence is usually not my response, but I swear on everything I love, if I ever saw Nico Harrison out in public, I'd punch that nigga right in his face. Like, I punched that motherfucker up in his shit.
Not me. I'm going to give him a hug.
You can pick him up I would drop him, no questions asked.
Thank you. We'll talk about War Games next week, because I think the pay-per-view isn't this week.
Yeah,
so we'll talk about more of that next week. I'm excited. I'm excited for rivalry. I love rivalry week in college football. This is just a good week in general. Football week. I mean, Thanksgiving week's always good football. Glad the Packers are playing. Kyle, look, you remember what happened 2 years ago when we played the Lions on Thanksgiving? I'm gonna need more of that. Let me ask you something as we wrap up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
What team in the NFL you think scores the most points this week?
Oh, let me go back up to the pick'ems. The Rams. No. I take the Chargers. The Chargers.
Actually, no, it's a better question. What do you think is going to be the highest scoring game?
Oh, like overall between the 2 teams? Ooh.
I got 2 answers.
I'll go Bengals, Ravens.
My answers, I believe, are actually going to be tied. I think it's going to be the Falcons and Jets, or the Bills Steelers game.
Okay.
I could randomly see that being a shootout.
Oh, hell no. This stick is too damn high. What the fuck is this?
All right, brother, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. Thank you again for another great episode of Speak On It. Make sure you follow myself on Instagram, SoundCloud, at LosDMix. That's at LOSDEEMIX. Make sure you follow Danny. Let him know where I can find you at.
Find me at Danny Ocean 41. You can find us Speak On It _pod. We're here every Tuesday. Very excited. Like you said, rivalry. Like this time of year is always my favorite. It's the holiday season. Football games just mean more. Spend time with your family, guys, if you can. Actually, I got to go downstairs and start prepping this turkey for Thursday. I'm off tomorrow.
I should probably go to the store and get my ingredients.
Yeah, do it tonight. Do not wait till tomorrow. You might get stabbed tomorrow over some celery.
I might need to go get up out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week.